Imagine a chest. Inside some Jordans, your old Game Boy, maybe some unopened Pokemon packs. None of it is useful, but all of it is important. Collecting is a very human workaround. We can't store a feeling, so we store a thing that brings that feeling back. Across time, the objects change, but the reasons mostly don't. Before coins and comics, there were shells and stories. Early humans kept things that marked status, memory, and identity. Empires are an early example of this. Rulers collected tribute, all to concentrate their power and broadcast their personal taste. Things like rare metals, artwork, and exotic animals. The first museums were private rooms, not public spaces. But then markets arrived, and with them coins and printing came into the picture. Coins let us measure value. Printing allowed us to create things that are identical. And that changed everything. If items can be copied, rarity moves from the object's function to its story. By the 19th and 20th centuries, stamps, coins, and cards established the collector's playbook we know today. Collecting runs on 4 simple rules. First, there needs to be some sort of structure, and set completion helps a lot with this. If you have a checklist, you know when you're finished, and you're less likely to buy random stuff. Next is provenance. Having proof like receipts, dates, signatures, or mint numbers anchors the story to the object. The third component is obsession over condition. What mint is the collectible? Does it have its original packaging? Does the packaging have sharp corners? Is there any discoloration? And the fourth and final component is community, which brings it all together. Having clubs, hosting shows, and displaying price guides creates a shared language, which can lower uncertainty about what's rare, what's authentic, and what's fairly priced. Each of these pieces carry 3 values: use value, cultural value, and market value. For collectibles, use value is tiny, so meaning and markets do the heavy lifting. For physical collectibles, at least. Collecting runs on stories, and stories run on crowds. That's why we get cycles, and the pattern just repeats. The lesson isn't never collect. It's collect for reasons that survive the crowd. It's 1990. The first website was just created. Little does everyone know that in just 5 years, millions will follow. Venture capitalists and investors will begin pouring money into internet startups, establishing an event that will go down in history as the dot-com boom. With explosive gains met by a catastrophic crash, this boom will mark the beginning of a new framework that will change our world forever. The establishment of the internet altered the global landscape, bringing more questions into light about the future of collecting. Can you collect a digital item? Can something be collectible if you can't put it on a physical shelf? At first, no. It was just a file. Copyable, eventually shareable, and not scarce. But two things would eventually change. First, provenance went digital. Serial numbers, databases, blockchains were introduced. Display also went everywhere. A shelf shows your things to a room, but a profile shows them to the world. And so we started organizing not just by what we own, but by how we show what we own. Zoom out, and across centuries, four forces keep reappearing: scarcity, provenance, fandom, and friction. If a new collectible, physical or digital, can hold these four characteristics, it has a shot at something greater. With the rise of the digital landscape, where does collecting go next? First, you'll be able to carry your collection across apps and displays like luggage with your passport. Some items might change when you do. For example, a poster that reveals a layer if you visited the artist's show, or a card that records the event when you got it signed. Not exactly pay to win, but live to add meaning. We'll also collect places to show our things: digital shelves, home spaces, public galleries. Ownership stays personal, but exhibition becomes social. The best collections in the future will not just be lists, but also layouts. Let's ground this with a live example. What if you can hold your favorite comics, characters, and artwork all on your phone? Not just a picture, but a licensed 3D model with a verifiable edition number in a showroom you can open anywhere. This is Vivi, a platform for premium digital collectibles. From brands like Star Wars, Marvel, Lamborghini, Coca-Cola, and many, many more, Vivi allows you to collect your favorite characters without having the hassle of having a place to store them. So if you're a collector interested in starting your digital journey, click the link in the description and we'll give you $10 towards your first collectible on Vivi today. If the path of collecting tells us anything, it's that the future won't be about the stuff we keep, but the stories we keep alive. Some believe that digital collecting is replacing physical, and that is simply not true. What used to end at the end of a shelf now opens in 1,000 directions. As the world continues to go digital, the next step is letting that digital landscape take collecting to the next level.